going on, man? I'm at work in an enclave thing. I wanted to get you a video. I want to do a video now since I got a busy night ahead of me. So I wanted to get this out to you. Week 14's in the books. Was okay. I freaking died laughing at your intro to the last video saying how you've sent me so many things about strengthening and stretching the internal rotators of the hip. And I was like, oh yeah. Like all those videos you had previously sent. And like I had done some of the stuff, but I just didn't do it for that long and like didn't really give it its due, I guess. So my bad on that, my bad. I have started, I've added Copenhagen planks into my warm-up. Kind of doing those. I'm also doing like hip circle stuff. Doing the combination of doing hip circle for the external rotators and Copenhagen planks for the internal rotators seems to be working out very well. Nice little 1-2 punch. So that's going well. So yeah, let me just talk about the training first, I guess. Day one, safety squat bar, 370 for 3. That was freaking hard. That was really freaking hard. Board press, 200 by 3. That was stupid freaking easy. And no shoulder pain. RDL, 340 by 4. I just wrote pain. Didn't feel great. Shouldn't have done that. That was stupid. But it is what it is. Deficit deadlifts, 435 by 4. Again, kind of lighten the load on those. Those were super easy. I just stood on a plate. It's somewhere close to 1.5 inches deficit then. Hopefully that's okay. Let me know if I should be doing more. 303 bench. Actually did board press. So what was happening was, as I was lowering the weight down, there was this pop going on in my elbow, my left elbow. Didn't necessarily hurt that much, but it just freaked me the heck out. It was like, and it was just being like, I get this pop in my elbow too when I do normal bench, but I don't notice it as much. But when you're like 3 second going down and hear the pop and it's like a tendon thing going on there, it like seriously, there was like no pain. It was just freaking me out and like, I don't know. I was just like, I don't want to do this. So this is board press. Try and do the 303 this week. Skipped reverse lunges just to heal up the glute. And then Saturday, 415 low bar squat. That went pretty well. 220 bench press was freaking smoke, man. I feel like bench is like, I don't even know. It just feels solid, very solid. And then 515 deadlift. Again, lowered the weight a little bit on that. That was good. Don't really have too much to say on there. Okay, so as far as how my body feels, shoulder feels good. Glute. So this is wild. Because I was telling you I was having the same symptoms as with my left glute that I had my right glute. And I was. And then all of a sudden the pain moved to my lower glute. So I've been rolling that out. And then the pain yesterday, and I think a little bit like the day before, was in my upper hamstring, almost like where the insertion of your hamstring and your glute is. So it like keeps moving down. It's freaking weird. I don't know what's going on. But all that being said, all that being said, I feel fine. I'm good. I can lift. Like yesterday I lifted. Tomorrow I should be able to lift just fine. Saturday gonna try and push some decent numbers for myself. So I wanted to touch on a few possible programming changes. I want to get your thoughts on this. So 2 things. So number 1, I am tired of safety squat bar, and for my mental and physical and everything, I am just sick and tired of safety squat bar squatting. Plus my shoulder is feeling pretty good. So I want to swap safety squat bar. This is what I did yesterday. I did high bar squats. So I'd like to do high bar squats on Tuesday and then comp squat on Saturday. Let me know if you're cool with that. Trying to think here. Something else I was going to say. Oh, yeah, I remember what I was going to say. I looked back because I'm like, I swear that we tried low bar squatting 2 times a week once before, and we did. It was the meet that actually it was the meet prep of my best meet, which was not this last meet, but the meet before. We actually did low bar squat 2 times a week. It lasted 11 weeks, and then we had to take 5 weeks off because I hurt my shoulder. So I truly believe that I cannot probably low bar squat 2 times a week. But I think I can either, safety squat bar and comp squat, or high bar squat and comp squat. So just wanted to kind of throw that out there, as I think we've experimented with this enough, and I think low bar squatting 2 times a week, at least for an extended period of time, is probably out the door. I think like maybe leading up to the meet, and let me know what your thoughts on this. I mean, if we high bar squat day 1, low bar day 2, maybe 4 weeks out, we could low bar both days. Maybe. I don't know what your thoughts are on that. I don't know. But let me know. Number 2, I am also kind of just tired and of doing the SBD every workout. I've been kind of over it since like week 10 or 12. Over the last few weeks, I'm just like, these workouts take so stinking long. And I don't mind doing them on Saturday. I like my SBD Saturday. But on Tuesdays and Thursdays, when I work 9 hours and I go home and then I got an SBD and these days are just so stinking long, I'm just like, I don't really like it. I don't like it. I think I'm a little bit beat up probably because of it. And I'd kind of like to go back to doing I think this is what I like to do the most: squat bench, dead bench, squat bench, dead. So taking out RDLs, taking out reverse lunges, I kind of want to do that going forward. Let me know your thoughts on that. But with that being said, then I would like my squats and deadlift back off sets then to go up to 3 sets. I feel like that's totally reasonable because I'm doing 9 total sets of deadlift and squat right now. If we take out the RDLs, take out the reverse lunges, add a back off set to both of those days, I'll be doing, would that be a minimum of 8 sets of squat and deadlift in the week. And then obviously you can increase the sets to 4 or 5 or whatever if you see fit. But let me know your thoughts on that. I'm just this takes so long. And I just don't enjoy them that much. It was a cool idea and I kind of enjoyed it for a while, and now I'm just like, mentally, I'm just like, I dread going to the gym on Tuesdays and Thursdays because there's so much to do. I'd rather just do 2 lifts and then get some accessories and get out. But yeah, definitely still keep squat, bench, and deadlift on Saturday. I really enjoy that. That does not change. Okay, so I guess it would look like high bar squat, board press, deficit deadlift, 303 tempo, and then comp squat, comp bench, comp dead. All right. And then I want to mention one more thing about kind of programming wise. I think bench is like perfect where it's at, where it's like benching 3 times a week and doing a top set and then just 2 back off sets. I just wanted to kind of mention that like after doing the 2 back offs, like it feels like it's the perfect amount of work. It feels like if I did one more set, it would be fine. I could do it. It wouldn't be a struggle, but it does feel like it would aggravate my shoulder a little bit. So keeping the top set and 2 back off sets, that'd be 9 sets total of bench a week, I think is like working really, really well. And I think it feels really, really good. So I kind of want to keep that where it's at. And then, doing squats and deadlifts, 1 top set, at least 3 back off sets. I think I could push to 4 or 5. We have obviously in the past. It's just totally up to you what you think. So on that, I'm open on that, but at least minimum 3. Okay. So I was gonna do, because yesterday I did high bar squats, and I was gonna do 3 back off sets, but I actually only did 2 because my hamstring was like really cramping up there by where the glute is. Like I was talking to you about how the pain's like moving down and just freaking weird. So I would have done 3 sets if it weren't for that hamstring thing. Okay, I think that's all I got as far as that goes. The election has been wild. It looks like Biden has won pretty much. Trump's gonna go and do his stupid thing, suing people and stuff. That's not gonna work. Biden won. Probably the best thing to happen. The least amount of fire to our nation, I think, comes from Biden winning. I was kind of pleased about that. I don't, love everything that the Democrats do, but at the same time, you get Trump back in there, it's going to be hell on earth. So probably a good thing that Biden won. Yeah, that's about all that's happening in our country. Again, I'm having these like flashbacks or these like reminiscing stories because we've been together for like over 3 years. So I was looking at what I want, the weights I want to hit on Saturday: 420 squat, 230 bench, 525 deadlift. My first meet we did, March of 2018, I maxed a 420 squat, maxed a 230 bench, and maxed a 550 deadlift on the noodle bar. I could easily go in and hit 550 for an RP7 this Saturday if I wanted to, but obviously I've lowered the weight a little bit. So that's kind of cool to see that at my training SBD day on Saturday is pretty much what I maxed on my first meet with you. Again, just so cool to look back and see the progress we've made. Did want to say too, next week is supposed to be a deload week. I kind of think I need a deload week. I know. So maybe keep the back off sets then at 2 next week for the main lifts and kind of deload me next week. I just feel like I kind of do. It wouldn't hurt. I don't think. I think it'd be good for me to deload next week. Yeah, that's all I had, man. Hope you are doing well. Let me know, update on your life, how you're doing. I know you moved recently, had the breakup thing and all that good stuff, all that fun life things. So hopefully you are doing well, man. And yeah, I think that's all I have. It's getting cold out here. It's getting dark at 4:30 p.m. It's that time of year. So I think we're like 10 and a half weeks out. So it's pretty exciting. So the meet sold out within a week, which is pretty crazy. So that's also pretty exciting. Should be good. So we'll get everything straightened out. I'm feeling optimistic and good about where things are. So, all right, I'll talk to you later.